Hello and welcome to the Car Care Nut channel. So in today's video, guys, we're going to take a look at a small, simple device, CarLink kit, to make your Toyota that typically works with a wire for Apple CarPlay, converting it into a wireless. Now, you guys, my regular viewers, I've had this in my personal car since I bought it, and it's been a few months. I wanted to test it properly before I give you a review. So in this video, we're going to take a look at it. We'll talk about the pros and cons of this little device that converts your Toyota from a wired Apple CarPlay to a wireless right after this. So the CarLink kit, you can easily find it on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description of this video. Very simple device, just a little dongle with a little wire that comes with it. Plug it in, and this plugs into your USB in the car. Very simple setup, actually. You just plug it in, pair your phone via Bluetooth to this, and now every time you start your car, this will automatically be detected as an Apple CarPlay, but then you're going to have a little different screen that pop up, and then your phone will connect to Bluetooth to this, and then you have wireless Apple CarPlay. Now, I drive a lot of cars. I get press cars, demo cars, and I'm always switching between cars, not just my personal car. So this thing have gotten a pretty heavy use. Let's talk about the pros first. The pros is it works. That's the main thing. I mean, it's a very simple function that just converts it from wire to wireless. It works very well. It is very smooth and stable. It is not like cutting all in and out all the time. No, it's pretty stable. Very simple to set up, and it's one of those things, what I like about this is, it's one of those things where you set up and forget, and it'll just automatically connect, and it works actually pretty well. But it doesn't work 100%, and there are a few drawbacks that let's talk about them, because this is the main thing. The first drawback is, when you connect this and when your phone is connecting to it, as soon as you start your car, it does take up to a minute sometimes to connect. Sometimes it's pretty quick, but sometimes it takes a little forever. So if you're in the middle of a phone call and you got in your car and you were just put in drive, start driving, you're going to still want to be on your speaker on the phone until the thing connects. The other thing is, there is a very noticeable delay. When you hit next on the track, there's going to be like up to a 5-second delay until the thing actually responds and moves to the next track over. This is something you're going to notice, and if this is a deal breaker, this might not be. If you want that Apple style fluid movement of commands, then you're going to want to stick with the wire. And the last thing that is a con for this is the audio quality. Now, if you're an Apple user, if you don't know about this, Apple actually allows you, if you use their music app, it allows you to use something called lossless audio quality. It is basically not a compressed format, so you're going to get the music as it is. It hogs down the data so bad, but it is the highest quality music possible. This is really, if you're really into audio, and if you don't know what lossless audio is, you're likely not going to notice the difference. But the major thing is, lossless music over Bluetooth, it loses a little bit of the clarity. That is just the way it is. So when you connect directly with a wire, you're going to get that full quality. But when you connect with this, you're going to actually almost go back to regular compressed music, so you lose a little bit of the audio quality. If you're not into super high quality audio, you're probably not going to notice, and it'll be perfectly fine. But if you are, this is, a downside of this, and in all fairness, I had to say this in this review so you would know. The last thing is, and didn't really happen to me, but a very good friend of mine, I recommended this to him, and he bought it. He had issues with it disconnecting and dropping and freezing. That was kind of unfortunate. He ended up returning it and exchanging it for another one, and it worked perfectly fine. So keep this in mind. If you buy one, you have problems with it, just return it and exchange it for another one. But I didn't have any issues, and this thing have seen at least 15 cars now with switching around. It makes it very easy because you're already connected via Bluetooth. You just take it, plug it in the new car, and life is good. But one thing about Toyotas, this doesn't really apply to this Camry, but some other Toyota models, you will have two USB slots like right next to each other. You gotta find the primary one. So some of the Toyotas, one of them will be dedicated to the Apple CarPlay and the other one is just to charge your phone. So when you plug this into the one that is not the Apple CarPlay one, nothing will happen. The screen won't respond and you'll just hang there and nothing will happen. If that happens to you, just flip it to the other one and it'll immediately recognize and you'll see that screen and life is good. So this is very recommended if you don't mind the slight delay in response, if you don't mind that half a minute to a minute connection time, and you don't mind the slight drop in audio quality. Very convenient, very nice. And one last thing, and this might be my OCD. When this connects to the car, there is a very annoying green light that continues to flash all the time. I just solved it by putting a little piece of tape over it and life is good. Again, that is just me. I don't like flashing light in my face when I drive. You can easily flip it upside down and you won't see it anymore. But that is another thing I wanted to list here. Folks, if you're interested in buying this and you want to convert it, I will leave a link in the description of this video that will lead you right to it so you can buy it. If the stuff that are cons are deal breakers, then stay with the wire and you won't have issues. I hope this video was helpful or informative. I hope you learned something new. If you like it, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out some of my other videos. And until the next video, folks, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and you have yourself a wonderful day.